Math 5, Quarter 1, Week 7, Lesson 1, Milk Base. Let's learn about solve word problems involving multiplication without or with addition or subtraction of fractions and whole numbers. Hello kids, it's me, Teacher Frel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell for the latest video. You can also follow my Facebook page, Teacher Frel TV. Welcome back, kids! For today's lesson in Math 5, we will discuss about solving word problems involving multiplication without or with addition or subtraction of fractions and whole numbers. After going through this lesson, you are expected to solve routine and non-routine problems involving multiplication with or without addition or subtraction of fractions and whole numbers using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. Let's start our lesson by doing the following activities. Learning Task 1. Read and solve each simple problem. Number 1. A class of 40 pupils, 2/5 of them are boys. How many are girls? To get the number of boys, subtract 40 pupils times 2/5 of boys. Use the cancellation method and get the GCF of 40 and 5. So the GCF is 5. 40 divided by 5 equals 8. And 5 divided by 5 equals 1. Now multiply. 8 times 2 equals 16 over 1. 16 divided by 1 equals 16. So there are 16 boys out of 40 pupils. Subtract 40, the number of pupils, minus 16, the number of boys, to get how many are girls. 40 minus 16 equals 24. Therefore, there are 24 girls out of 40 pupils. Number 2. Rene had 960 pesos. He spent 1/3 of his money on food. How many were left to him? To get how much he spent on food, multiply 960 pesos times 1/3. Use the cancellation method. Then find the GCF of 960 and 3. The GCF is 3. 960 divided by 3 equals 320. And 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Now multiply. 320 times 1 equals 320 over 1. So Rene spent 320 pesos. Now, how many were left to him? Subtract 960 pesos minus 320 pesos equals 640 pesos. Therefore, 640 pesos left to him. Number 3. Efren had 480 apples for sale. He sold 3/5 of them. How many were left? To know the number of apples sold, multiply 480 times 3/5. Then use the cancellation method and find the GCF of 480 and 5. The GCF is 5. 480 divided by 5 equals 96. And 5 divided by 5 equals 1. Now multiply. 96 times 3 equals 288 over 1. Therefore, there are 288 sold apples. And now identify how many were left. Subtract 480 apples for sale minus 288 sold apples equals 192 apples were left. So therefore, there are 192 apples were left. Number 4. Find the product of 2/5 and 3/4. To find the product, multiply 2/5 times 3/4. Use the cancellation method. 2 and 4. Then find the GCF. The GCF is 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Now multiply. 1 times 3 equals 3 and 5 times 2 equals 10. The answer is 3/10. Number 5. 2/5 of workers in a factory are men. The rest are women. If there are 28 men, how many more women than men are there? To know how many more women than men are there, multiply 28 men times 5 over 2. Use the cancellation method. Cancel 28 and 2, then find the GCF. The GCF is 2. 28 divided by 2 equals 14, then 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Now multiply. 14 times 5 equals 70 over 1. 70 divided by 1 equals 70. So therefore, there are 70 workers. And now, subtract 70 workers minus 28 men. 70 minus 28 equals 42. So therefore, there are 42 women. Now, to find how many more women than men are there, subtract 42 women minus 28 men equals 14. Therefore, 14 more women than men are there. Read and analyze the example problem. Observe the steps to solve the problem. Aling Rena prepared food for incoming fiesta of their barrio. She allotted budget of 3,500 pesos for the food that she will cook. She allots 4/7 for purchasing vegetables and 2/7 for fish, and the rest is for meat. How much money did she spend for vegetables, fish, and meat? The steps are: first, understanding the problem. A. What is asked? The amount she spent for vegetables, fish, and meat. B. What are given facts? Budget of 3,500 pesos, 4/7 for vegetables, and 2/7 for fish. C. Solve the hidden given. To solve, add 4/7 for vegetables plus 2/7 for fish equals 6/7. So get the whole part, 7/7. Subtract to 6/7. 7 minus 6 equals 1/7. So there are 1/7 part for meat. Now, plan. What operation to be used? An illustration can help you to understand the problem. Here is the illustration. This rectangle is divided into 7. 4/7 for vegetables, 2/7 for fish, and 1/7 for meat, for the total of 3,500 pesos. Then solve. Show the computation. 3,500 times 4/7 for vegetables equals 14,000 over 7. 14,000 divided by 7 equals 2,000. 2,000 pesos amount allotted for vegetable. 3,500 times 2/7 for fish equals 7,000 over 7. Now divide. 7,000 divided by 7 equals 1,000. 1,000 pesos amount allotted for fish. So next, 3,500 times 1/7 equals 3,500 over 7. Now divide. 3,500 divided by 7 equals 500. 500 pesos amount allotted for meat. So therefore, there are 2,000 pesos amount allotted for vegetables, 1,000 pesos amount allotted for fish, and 500 pesos amount allotted for meat. Then the last step is check. Check the answer. One way to check the answer is to use the block model. 4/7 for vegetables, 2/7 for fish, and 1/7 for meat. The amount of each block is 500 pesos for the total of 3,500 pesos. Let's move to learning task 2. Try to solve the following problem. Number 1. Ruben can paint 6 1/2 square meters per hour. At the same rate, how many 2 1/2 square meters can he paint in hour? Multiply 6 1/2 times 2 1/2. To multiply, Change mixed numbers to improper fractions. 2 times 6 plus 1 equals 13 over 2. Then 2 times 2 plus 1 equals 5 over 2. Multiply. 13 times 5 equals 65. And 2 times 2 equals 4. And then, divide. 65 divided by 4 equals 16 and 1/4. So the answer is 16 and 1/4. Number 2. The lot has length of 18 and 1/2 meters and width of 20 and 1/2 meters. The piece of lot per square unit is 850 pesos. What is the total value of lot? So multiply 18 and 1/2 length times 20 and 1/2 width. Change this mixed number into improper fraction. 2 times 18 plus 1 equals 37 over 2. 2 times 20 plus 1 equals 41 over 2. Multiply. 37 times 41 equals 1,517. Then 2 times 2 equals 4. Next, multiply 1,517 over 4 times 850, which is the amount of the piece of lot per square unit. Use the cancellation method, then find the GCF. The GCF is 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Then 850 divided by 2 equals 425. 1,517 times 425 equals 644,725 over 2. Divide 644,725 divided by 2 equals 322,362.50. That is the total value of lot. Learning Task 3. Analyze and solve the following problem. Use block model or by computation in solving this word problem. Number 1. 10 flowers were picked from the garden. 3/5 of it were yellow. How many are not yellow? So multiply 10 flowers times 3/5 yellow. Use the cancellation method. Then find the GCF. The GCF is 5. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Then 5 divided by 5 equals 1. Then multiply. 2 times 3 equals 6 over 1. 6 divided by 1 equals 6. So the number of yellow flower is 6. There are 6 yellow flowers. Now, subtract 10 flowers minus 6 to get how many are not yellow. 10 minus 6 equals 4. 4 flowers are not yellow. Number 2. The special science class had their performance task in English. If the teacher grouped the class into 7 pupils and 2/7 of it are boys, how many are boys? Multiply 7 pupils times 2/7 boys. Then, use the cancellation method. Then find the GCF. The GCF is 7. 7 divided by 7 equals 1. 7 divided by 7 equals 1. Then multiply. 1 times 2 equals 2 over 1. 2 divided by 1 equals 2. So there are 2 boys out of 7 pupils. Number 3. In the EDSA, there are billboards located every 1 1/2 kilometers. There are 14 billboards in the EDSA highway. How long is the highway? Multiply 14, which are the number of billboards in the EDSA. Multiply it to 1 1/2. The billboards located every kilometers. Change the mixed number into improper fraction. 2 times 1 plus 1 equals 3 over 2. Use the cancellation method. Then find the GCF of 14 and 2. The GCF is 2. 14 divided by 2 equals 7. Then 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Then multiply. 7 times 3 equals 21 over 1. 21 divided by 1 equals 21. So the highway has 21 kilometers long. Learning Task 4. Solve the given problems. Number 1. The fish vendor sells 5/7 kilos of bangus for 72.50. If you will buy 2 1/7 kilos of bangus, how much will cost? 72.50 divided by 5/7 kilos of bangus. Or to use the cancellation method, multiply 72.50 times 7/5. Then find the GCF of 72.50 and 5. The GCF is 5. 72.50 divided by 5 equals 14.50. And 5 divided by 5 equals 1. Multiply. 14.50 times 7 equals 101.50 over 1. 101.50 divided by 1 equals 101.50. 101.50 times 2 1/7, which is the kilos of bangus you bought. Change 2 1/7 into improper fraction. 7 times 2 plus 1 equals 15 over 7. 101.50 times 15 equals 1,522.50 over 7. Divide 1,522.50 divided by 7 equals 217 pesos and 50 centavos. Therefore, 2 1/7 is 217 pesos and 50 centavos. Number 2. Mr. Rivera withdrew 7,500 from his ATM account. He spent 4/9 of the money for her daughter's educational trip in Manila and 3/10 of the remaining money on grocery. He spent the rest of money for 2 sacks of rice. How much did he spend for each sack of rice? Add 4/9 plus 3/10. Rename 4/9 as 40 over 90. Rename 3/10 as 27 over 90. Then add 40 plus 27 equals 67. Then 67 over 90 multiply to 7,500 equals 502,500 over 90. Then divide 502,500 divided by 90 equals 5,583.33. Then subtract 7,500 pesos to 5,583 pesos and 33 centavos equals 1,916 pesos and 67 centavos. 1,916 pesos and 67 centavos divided by 2 equals 958 pesos and 34 centavos. So 958 pesos and 34 centavos he spent for each sack of rice. Lira have flowers. 2/9 of them are roses, and 3/7 of the remainder are sunflowers, and the rest are tulips. If she has 36 tulips, how many sunflowers and roses does she have altogether? 9/9 is the whole part of flowers. It is equivalent to 1. Subtract 9/9 minus 2/9 roses equals 7/9. Multiply 7/9 times 3/7. Use the cancellation method. So 1 times 3 equals 3 over 9. 3/9 sunflowers. Then add 2/9 roses plus 3/9 sunflowers equals 5/9. And then the whole of flowers, subtract to 5/9 equals 4/9 tulips. So the number of tulips is 36. So 36 times 9, 4. Use the cancellation method. The GCF is 4. 36 divided by 4 equals 9 and 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 9 times 9 equals 81 over 1. Divided by 1 equals 81 flowers. 81 flowers in all. 2/9 roses multiply to 81 total of flowers. Use the cancellation method. The GCF is 9. The answer is 18 roses. 2/9 is equivalent to 18 roses. Next, 3/9 sunflowers times 81. Use the cancellation method. Equals 27 sunflowers. 3 over 9 is equivalent to 27 sunflowers. Next, 4 over 9 is equivalent to 36 tulips. Now add 18 roses plus 27 sunflowers plus 36 tulips equals 81 total of flowers. Number 4. Michelle was visited by her classmates when she was sick. They give 2 kilos of orange, 3 kilos of lanzones, 2/4 kilo of chico, and 3/4 kilo of grapes. How many kilos of fruits were bought by her classmates? To know how many kilos of fruits bought by her classmates, add 2 kilos of orange plus 3 kilos of lanzones plus 2/4 kilo of chico plus 3/4 kilo of grapes. Add the whole number first. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Then add the numerators. 2 plus 3 equals 5 over 4. 5 and 5/4, or 6 and 1/4. So therefore, 6 and 1/4 kilos of fruits were bought by her classmates. Number 5. Eva can finish sewing a bag in 3 1/2 hours. Edna can do the same task in only 2 1/3 hours. How fast can Edna sew? Subtract 3 1/2 hours minus 2 1/3 hours. First, get the LCD of 2 and 3. The LCD of 2 and 3 is 6. 6 divided by 2 times 1 equals 3, which is the numerator. 3 over 6, or 3 and 3/6. Then, 6 divided by 3 times 1 equals 2, the numerator, or 2 and 2/6. Then subtract. Subtract the whole number. 3 minus 2 equals 1. Then 3 minus 2 equals 1 over 6. Therefore, 1 1/6 hours fast Edna sew. So kids, are your all answers correct? Wow! Good job! Kids, I hope you learn a lot from this lesson. Until our next topic, bye-bye kids! Thanks for watching!